Hey guys, welcome back to Outer Wilds. It's been a while since I've last played even. But I did brush up on the controls a little bit, so I will be somewhat familiar with how to play again. If I do recall, last time we discovered mysterious stuff about the former race of our entire solar system that has gone extinct. And one of those mysterious things was that statue came to life and then we were reincarnated after the solar system died. So there does seem to be some sort of mystery going on in the solar system. But I don't really know if this is an exploration game or if this is a puzzle solving game. I don't know if there's we gotta solve why this happened, or if it's just I don't know, you get to just kind of explore and things happen in space, you know? And so I thought, hear me out, alright? Why not both, right? So listen, we are astronauts, right? Astronauts go into space. And space is studied like science, you know? And so what if we applied a scientific method, you know? What if anytime we find something weird, we write it down and we hypothesize what we think it means, and then we just go test it? It seems like death is not a factor in this game. Actually, I gotta think about that one, because the question actually is death a factor? Because if you recall from the last episode, sorry that I'm speaking so much. You recall from the last episode, there was that moment where I jumped into the geyser and I died and the credits started rolling, right? That was a true death. But when the solar system reset, it got kabloomed, you know? I don't think there was a credit rolling. I think we just kind of woke up back where we started. And we had the ship's code and all the stuff. I don't know why we woke up back where we started. And we still had all of our gear. But because the credits didn't roll, it didn't feel like a true death. So let me write down my first hypothesis that we're gonna try out. Alright. Is death real? Alright, that's the first thing we're gonna try out. And I know exactly how we're gonna try it out. And we're gonna try it out the exact same way as we did the first time. Alright? Alright, so we're gonna do that. Let me switch to my real profile because I'm currently on my just practicing profile. But let me switch over to the real one. And you see how there's resume expedition and new expedition? I don't know. I think we should, as our first, contemplation, we should test whether death is real by jumping into that geyser once again. So let's get into it. I'm so excited to find out if death is real. And I'm so sorry if I've messed up everything. I think we're going to die, though. I think death is inevitable because we're in space, and space is dangerous. See, I have launch codes. And I've got my doodahs, my doohickeys, my Chandler, get down, thank you. Sorry, my cat jumped up on my desk. Now you see that? Look. Okay, and then there was other tools, I believe. Let's try R. No, that doesn't do anything. No. Okay, so if that's something I need to relearn, then I will. No problem. So let's go over to that geyser. Let's see if dying matters at all. Alright? First test. First science test of the game. Easy. We just jump in. And let's take a look while we're down here. Oh, there's stuff going on. And I got an achievement. not the credits. Death has no consequences. I want to write down no. Oh, but my character did not like that. I'm writing down no. And so now... And now... we can go do some real science in this solar system. So, let me check my poll real quick, because I asked you guys, did you want me to go out and explore, like, space and the planets first, or should we investigate the things that we had already found? So, let me check my poll real quick. Alright, so after looking, as you guys can see, because I'm going to put it up on the screen, the first thing we're going to do is explore the things that we had already found on the planet. And that's okay. Space and time is irrelevant to us because we cheat death. How do I... Oh, my rocket's just right here. I forgot. We don't need to do any of that. Alright, so, launch codes. Into our ship, and we will go and explore some stuff. This all looks good to me. Shift for liftoff. Alright, let's go. Yes. So, let's see what we can find around here. We did... Is that the weird plant? I think that is the weird plant. There is a way to, like, yes. Get closer to the planet. Ooh, don't crash, though. There we go. Like, I pushed that button as hard as I could, so if it took damage, that was not on me. How do we get out? What button? Unbuckle Q. Wonderful. Alright. So, let's investigate this weird plant. I think it was called... Well, I think it was being called... Did I take damage? Oh. Dare you? How dare you? Alright. This plant, right? AO, yes. I am taking into... Well, maybe not today. Something crashed over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back. Is that a... What crashed? Tell me what crashed. I don't know what it is. Looks like some sort of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth before. Yeah. This is all what we expected. It did put down roots in a hurry. So this is not a seed anymore. This is a plant. Don't like a look at this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later. And no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. Yeah, so let's investigate. Yeah, so he's got a scout launcher. That's why we're unable to use it. Oh, how do I use it? Hold on. Yeah. There should be a button for this. I think it's R. No. Dang it. Okay. So let's write this down, right? So we're on Timber Hearth. Timber Hearth weird plant, right? Timber Hearth weird plant. And we can hear in the weird plant the harmonica, which I believe should be connected to one of the planets up there. That doesn't mean anything. That's a planet passing by. I promise. Yeah, see? Planet over there. I think. So there is a planet. There should be a planet that's associated with that sound, right? I'm gonna write harmonica planet. So we'll discover where that seed comes from. Because I imagine that this is, I do. There's a button. There's a button. I put this away. Oh, F for flashlight is quite handy. Hold on. I'm not wearing my suit. That must be why I took damage. Hold on. I think the scout launcher only works when you're wearing the suit. That's my bad, space cadets. Look at that scout launcher. Yeah. Suit up. Straight up, suit up. Yep, there we go. Oh, dang. Get back here. Retrieve scout cannot be the same button as pausing. I'm sorry. But it cannot be. Right. And does it still show the same pictures? The same creepy pictures of like vines and stuff? Yeah, it sure does. The number's still doing the same thing? Goes further and further. Oh, there's the fish. I don't like that fish. I don't like that. But if we look, hold on, in space, it says duplicate signal as well. Oh, I didn't want to retrieve it. Shoot it back in there, and then yeah, the scout is over there. We could go there, for reference. Can we go through there? Can we get to that location right there by going in there? Second hypothesis, all right? I think I can. Oh, no I can't. I got a suit puncture. That's not good. How do I patch suit puncture? All right, so the answer is no. Either no or I didn't try hard enough. Oh! I'm gonna shoot... There we go. Let's rebind that control real quick. Yeah, we'll just rebind that to left click, I suppose. Alright, so let's shoot it through there. See if something different happens. So far, kind of looks the same. I think. Yep, there's the fish. Or something. Yeah. I think that's about the same. I don't know why there's a front door and a back door. You know, some things just... Oh my gosh. There's a bajillion. Okay, so each one of these is a flower, right? One of these flowers... You see it's a flower shape? There's another one. They all go to the same spot, it seems. I bet that hurt me. Let's jump over it. Doesn't. Okay. That is peculiar. But we'll keep that there. Keep that there. Cool. So I feel like we've gotten as much information out of that as we can. I will say that the weird plant leads to a harmonica planet. I don't know. I don't know what else to write about it. So that's for you guys. Oh. All right. So Come on now, get up there. Why not jump as high? One of my spacesuits on? That just ain't right. Alright. Other things that we could check out. I know there was that weird mine shaft that's gonna be taking... that weird mine shaft. I feel like that one would take a while. You know, and that's fine. There's just a lot of, like, doors and stuff. I kind of want to go to that thing that we got interrupted. There's also these mountains. Don't feel super inspired to explore geysers right now. But, you know, death is not a factor. Can I go up? Hello? Is that a different crater? Kinda seems like it. Kinda seems like it, doesn't it? Where? This is that mine, I believe. Which means the weird, like, building of, like, glyphs and stuff. Okay, there's a Timberhearth home. No, that's Timberhearth home. Like, I know it'd be easy to just kind of, like, go find it. Oh, there it is. I found it. There's a way. Oh, jeez. Alright, there we go. We're not gonna crash. We crashed a little bit. Well, that's okay. Over here! Alright. Let's get out of here.